What's up, guys? This is J37. The other day, I thought about setting up for Insignia. Essentially, you have to soft mod your system. You have to, so you soft mod the system, then you install Insignia, which allows you to set up Xbox Live 1.0 on your OG Xbox. Now, to do the soft mod, you need an exploit disk. You need one of the first gen games out of a couple different series. Tony Hawk. Actually, that's not true, because in Tony Hawk, you have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, I think it was, or maybe it was 4. I'm pretty sure it was 3. And then what I had, the only one that I had in my collection was the Mech Assault disc, which I thought I had Mech Assault 2, but it turned out to be Mech Assault 1. And so I thought I was going to be able to do the soft mod for sure. But turned out I wasn't able to do the soft mod because the disc was this code here, this circle code is the wrong, it's not the, launch edition or something like that, but it was still a Mech Assault disc, but it was not good for the soft mod. That code right there is a ticket that says you cannot soft mod with this disc. Pretty much. So I ordered a Splinter Cell disc, because Splinter Cell is one of the games that can, any copy of the game will work with your any kind of anything, like any of those Splinter Cell discs, the original ones, Stealth Action Redefined, will work with soft modding your console. But then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to burn some discs for the extras disc and stuff. So I went out and found out what kind of disk drive my Xbox has. I don't remember if this is the Philips drive or what drive it is exactly, but it is a 1.6 model Xbox, so I don't need to remove the clock capacitor because it's a 1.6, and I can also burn any kind of DVD. I'm not sure what that's limited to, but basically any of the DVDs that'll work with this disk drive. No, that was pretty cool. I was able to I didn't end up using a disk to do this. I ended up using FTP and USB, but that's how that worked out. This would have been compatible with any type of disk, but unfortunately it was not an issue. Or fortunately it wasn't an issue thanks to FTP. But then I transferred my Xbox soft modding tools, the Xbox soft mod tool, and Mech Assault. I ended up transferring all 4 or 5 of the exploit disks except for Frogger. I did not transfer this Frogger soft mod to exploit save file, because when you do this, you need the save files, and then you would you'd actually boot up. Forget exactly what you boot up. Probably just the exploit. So you need the save file for the exploit for the game that you're using, and then you need the soft mod tool. At which point, I took Splinter Cell, I booted it up, and luckily enough, I ran Linux. It brought me to a screen right here, and I clicked checkpoints. I clicked A on checkpoints. There was no checkpoint or save file. I just pressed A, and lo and behold, I now have a modded Xbox. When you mod the Xbox, the LED turns yellow and stays yellow. So that led me to here, the dashboard. That was completely soft modded. Now, I had some notes that I took from talking to people about the XBE file that you need. What I didn't have was the extras disc, which allows you to add audio to the menu. And I didn't have, what else didn't I have? I had the XBE. I didn't have the extras disc. So I couldn't do audio. And I also couldn't do, what was the other one? I just did this like an hour ago. It's a lot to think of, guys. There's a lot to do when it comes to soft modding and setting up Insignia. But the one thing with Insignia was the MS dashboard. So the MS dashboard it's an application that lets you boot into the original Xbox startup with the green flubber in between two terminals or whatever they were. If you want that dashboard, you have to install it from the extras disc. And then you'll get, when you install it, it gives you the audio. It gives you the audio as well for the applications. So with all that said and done, I had just installed sound to the dashboard and another dashboard, the MS dashboard. I went through the process of doing that, and I don't really have any pictures or recall. I used FTP for this part. The only thing that I used USB for was transferring the save files right here for the Softmod. When it came to installing Insignia, I used the FTP because it was recommended, and you don't want to use USB for that. Where were we at? So once I had the XBE launched, I had the MS config set up. I launched another file. The next file was something with the MS config. I launched a file and it brought me to Insignia, where I signed up for my new account. All I had to do was go on Xbox Live, set up my new account, and even it asks you for a credit card, but everything's free. So I just put in I put in all my information, but it shouldn't charge me $1. And with any luck, I was able to connect and checked out Insignia, made sure that everything was good. The only complaint I had was that I need to enable the static IP, which it saves the static IP you set, but you need to enable static IP every time you start it up. If you boot into the game, then you will not be able to connect, because if you boot into the game and you can't connect, then then you got to change that static IP back to static, and it should be saved. So it's just a click of a button from the dash every time you want to play. So if you guys want to get into Insignia, it's not that hard. You can contact me. I could give you a tip in Discord. Get at me in Discord, and I hope to see you guys. Luke Usher designed this thing, so it's not actual Xbox Live. It's basically a clone running on Unleash X. Unleash X is the name of this dash right here, the Rocky 5 default dash. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is Big Conrad, J37. I'm gonna peace out. I'm well. Peace.